Tim, how you doing?
Hey man, doing well. How are you, Carl?
I'm doing good, doing good. Yeah, so I want to jump on this call real quick and kind of just talk about your experience working with Nightlink, how everything has been. So yeah, let's get right into it. So let me know a
Yeah.
little bit when we first started back in December, right? I know you guys were on HubSpot. It was kind of all over the place and pretty. The brand was not where it is was right now, right? So let me know some of the problem and pains that you guys had before working with us.
Man, I mean, I think the biggest problems that we had in the beginning was working with HubSpot. While it's a fantastic tool, it's just not consumer friendly. It's not user friendly, I guess, in general. And that was one of my biggest pain points when I started here at Delta, and it was one of the things that I really wanted to move over to Klaviyo. Once I started talking to you and everybody at Nightlink, I was like, okay, this is the route to go. And
Yep.
you guys were instrumental in helping us transfer everything that we were doing in HubSpot over into the Klaviyo platform, which is just a nightmare in itself to do for a small team over here. And you guys were really instrumental in setting up all of our flows, getting us in a rhythm, getting us in a cadence, and it really just started working much more robust, a little bit better, a little bit more consistent, and with the ease as far as the internal team and working with you all as well has really helped.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And as far as the step-by-step solutions we brought in, what would you highlight as your favorites that we did?
Oh, I think we did some stuff with a lot of flows. We got creative there. We got into VIP things, starting to do some segmentation modeling, which was fantastic. Some A/B testing. But I think one of the bigger things was really trying to have that cadence of like delivering value. I think too many platforms, too many agencies, too many brands. All they do is hammer out, hey, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, and we were kind of saying, hey, here's some value. Did you know about this? Did you know about that? Like, let me provide something else to you than a discount. I think there's
Yeah.
too many brands and people out there right now that just rely on this heavy discounting, and all you're doing is training your audience. To whereas we're training our audience to not only engage with us, but really kind of become part of the brand. I think that was the big step for us.
Of course. And as far as the email designing process, right? How do you think the email designs were looking as far as comparing to other brands out there in the industry and your competition itself? How would you say our designing and everything process was looking like for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, design stuff worked well. We're in a difficult spot where we're switching brands and we're kind of changing gears. So we're kind of always evolving in our brand and the visual identity of our brand right now because we're really not there yet. We're looking at this rebrand later on this year.
Mhm.
So we're trying to make progressive steps towards there. And what's really worked out well is just having that Slack channel and communication directly with you all, hands-on approach. If I need something in 5 minutes, I reach out to Cart and his team and boom, it's taken care of. And I think that's kind of really helped us kind of get to where we need to go as quickly as possible.
Awesome. And would you say that that in-house experience that we have, where it's not like the typical agencies, very systemized, where you got to go through 4 or 5 people just to get a simple revision done, how would you say that served as a benefit for you guys?
Oh, super benefit. Because the super benefit to me on my side of things, like we're a small mighty team, they're a small mighty team. So it's a direct connect. You're not dealing with any bureaucracy. I don't have to wait around for 3 days before something gets taken care of. It's always, I mean, I don't know how many times I've had conversation with him at 9 o'clock at night while I'm sitting on the couch because there's something on my mind or an idea or a concept that we're just bouncing around. I think that's really, really valuable.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. And then as far as some of the ROI numbers we've brought in, right? I know with Klaviyo, it's been able to track, and in the past 6 months, just right now, we've been able to generate over 1.7 million in overall just email sales itself. The brand has grown tremendously, and I know a lot of that could be attributed to meta ads, this and that, but our ability to just capture that traffic, funnel them into customers, but more importantly than that, keep them as customers. Segmenting the VIP that we did, make sure we're making people feel special. What would you say was your favorite part throughout all that process, and the numbers just a little bit? Like, what were some of the numbers that we did where it kind of caught you like, oh shoot, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, when you look at email platform as a whole, like, yes, we do all these things and we've blown up, probably 10x since I started in less than a year, which is insane to really even think about
Mhm.
and wrap your head around. But the email portion of that is really part of that retention and building that relationship. I think too many brands out there, they look at email as just this tool to send out messages and promotions, but really it's like this is a whole relationship building type process, and retention is key. To really see these numbers kind of blow up, especially through our email, which you can track directly throughout Klaviyo, is just fantastic. And I think one of the biggest highlights I think are just more of the personal emails that come from me personally to our audience, and we start segmenting those, and it becomes more personal versus, hey, this is from the brand. It's like, no, this is from the guy that works at the brand. This is from Tim, and it's like I've I don't know how many people have replied back to those emails, and I end up having conversations with our customers and over and over and over again, which is, it kind of takes me some time, but I think it's well worth it because now you're really driving this personal connections with your customers.
Awesome. Yeah, no, the plain text is our favorite. We love doing that. The Tim
Tell anybody
editions.
my secrets.
Yeah. Can't leak a little too much sauce out there. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, no. And then last question, just to wrap it up, would you recommend us to other brands?
100%. Yeah. Yeah. We're pulling this in house right now because they're building out a bigger team here. And it's just, yeah, Cart and his team has been fantastic to work with. Look forward to seeing them work with other brands, just not as good as me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you for your time, Tim. It was a pleasure talking to you. And yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Awesome. Thanks, Cart.
Okay.